We're on YouTube in a second. Alrighty, Os. Welcome everybody to the Yin Yang Wolf Pack. Fuck, man, it feels so good to be here. Every time I do these, man, it's like it's a new wave of energy. It's me reporting in on how life has been. There's been so much change just in the past week since we last met. Last week I was talking about basically the journey, right? The journey has its ups and its downs. Those are very small words. The journey has its ups and its downs. No, the journey has fucking demons and goblins and giants and things trying to kill you, things trying to fucking destroy you. You, as you go through your life, you're gonna face adversaries in everything you do. Whatever it is that you do, you're going to face an obstacle, right? Something is going to try to stop you, whether that be legitimately another person, whether that be, say, like some sort of test that you have to pass, or it could be really the biggest obstacle is really always the self, right? You're gonna, at some point, it's gonna get hard, and something inside you is gonna say, fuck, this is too hard. I want to stop. I want to give up. That really is the biggest test. That really is the biggest demon, right? Because whatever your goal is, if it's a goal worthy of you, it's going to be difficult to achieve. It should be. Because if it's too fucking easy, then why the fuck would you even want to do it? Like if my goal in life was to go, I don't know, make a fucking dollar, literally $1. Why the fuck is like, okay, I could walk down the street and like if I stand in front of the fucking light long enough, somebody's gonna give me $1. And then I will have achieved everything in my fucking life. No, dude. You, by virtue of being an ambitious person, by virtue of being someone who wants to grow, who wants to evolve, you're going to go through these struggles. You're going to go through despair. You're going to go through heartbreak. You're going to go through hurt, betrayal. Like this is all part of the thing that is the human experience. Okay? So when you look at yourself, when you look at your struggles, when you see what you're going through, realize you are not alone in that. Every great man that ever made anything happen had to face those things. And most of all, they had to face themselves. They had to look in the mirror and see, like, can I actually do this? You have to really sit, like, really look at yourself. See, can I create this thing? Can I create this life that I want? And every time for me, the answer has been, fuck yeah. As difficult as it has been, it's always fuck yeah. Because any other answer is going to limit you. It's going to make you weaker. And that's not how you want to live. You don't want to live as the person who gives up, as the person who won't tackle that thing. That is reserved for the coward. That is reserved for the loser. That category does not exist here. That is not your mindset in fucking anything, in anything. No matter whatever it is you're trying to get, you're going to make that thing happen. And that is how you need to speak to yourself all the time. Really some of my mantras are, the main mantra is, I'm never giving up, ever. That's just the main one, man. That is what drives me every fucking day, all the time. Anytime anything gets hard, is I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. And that was given to me when I was like 6 years old. I need to close this door. Give me a second. The question was, are you giving up? The answer is, sir, no, sir. That was my sensei in Taekwondo. Are you giving up? Sir, no, sir. And that's just so ingrained in me that is just how I face everything. And so whenever I face any obstacle, anything that's against me, I'm like, the question arises, it pops. Like, I don't think I say it. I think it arises like out of the ether or something. It's like, are you giving up? And I'm, sir, no, sir. Or now I'm older, right? That was when I was 6. That was when I was like, in class. Now it's fuck that. Hell no. Fuck that shit. Are you stopping now? Hell no. Are you giving up? Nope. No. I'm gonna keep going. I keep pushing. I keep pushing. No matter what, I keep pushing. I keep going. You approach a girl and she rejects you. Are you giving up? Sir, no, sir. Hell no. You go for that business deal and it doesn't fall through. Are you giving up? Sir, no, sir. Hell no. Push, push. These two things come together. It's like no, like hell no, and push. Hell no, push. I think that's the yin yang for me. For me, it's the I'm not giving up and I'm pushing forward, no matter what. That is how you approach whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in business and relationships. In really, those are the main things in your body as far as creating your body, your health. Am I giving up? Hell no. Keep pushing. Today I was at the gym earlier. I got to the gym pretty early. It felt really good. I was there probably like at 6:45 or something. And like I miss being able to go that early. It's so fun. Because then nobody's on nobody's on all of the machines and stuff. Like I get to like enjoy. I don't have to like time my exercise when that person gets off of the thing. It's like, no, it's all free. It's all there. Now see that? See a little leak. Alrighty. Well, man, I didn't even do the introduction. Everybody, welcome to the Yin Yang Wolfpack. I said that. But what does this mean to be the Yin Yang Wolfpack? What it means is that if you are here, you are part of the pack. You are a wolf. Just saying that shit makes me like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You are a wolf, a part of the pack. You are not alone. You are part of the tribe. You're part of the group. Whatever else is going on in your fucking life, whoever else is fucking hating you or doesn't love you or doesn't blah, 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 that shit does not fucking matter. What matters is that you have people that are caring for you and your growth and want you to succeed and want you to do better. Because I've been in a point in my life where I felt I didn't have that. And that was the worst fucking thing ever. Now, luckily, I have a group, I have, a tribe, I have love, I have care, I have friends, and I do not take this for granted whatsoever. I understand the power in this thing, and I love it with all of my fucking heart. And that is what I want to extend to the world. I want to extend to the world somebody that cares about you. I care about you. If you are here, you care about me. This is a fucking contract. If you're here, you care about me too. And so we're here and we're in this thing together. We're hunting through the fucking woods for the same prey together. We're coordinating. We're making sure, okay, if I'm gonna go around the left, you go around the right, you go up the middle, you come around. We're working together to create this thing. And that is what the communication does, is it allows you to coordinate, to get together and figure out how exactly to do something. Because you by yourself alone are weak. You in a group, you are strong. Now, you yourself can be strong, but with a group, you're much stronger, right? And then especially if this is a group who is coordinated, who has the same values, who are all strong, then it fucking quintuples, it exponentially increases. If you know that word, exponential. If you look right there, there's a wolf on the pillow right there. So yesterday I was inspired to talk about the greatest salesman in the world. This is like I always go back to this book, man, because it's done so much for me. So let's pick a scroll today to talk through. Let's see which one feels. Oh, this one's good. All right, we're gonna read the ninth scroll. My dreams are worthless. My plans are dust. My goals are impossible. All are of no value unless they are followed by action. I will act now. So that is going to be the trigger. I will act now. As you go through your life, something happens. I will act now. Never has there been a map, however carefully executed to detail and scale, which carried its owner over even 1 inch of ground. Never has there been a parchment of law, however fair, which prevented one crime. Never has there been a scroll, even such as the one I hold, which earned so much as a penny or produced a single word of acclamation. Action alone is the tinder which ignites the map, the parchment, the scroll, my dreams, my plans, my goals, into a living force. Action is the food and drink which will nourish my success. I will act now. My procrastination, which has held me back, was born of fear. And now I recognize this secret mind from the depths of all courageous hearts. Now I know that to conquer fear, I must always act without hesitation, and the flutters in my heart will vanish. Now I know that action reduces the lion of terror to an ant of equanimity. I will act now. Now, this could be used in everything, man. The first that comes to mind is the idea of fighting. So if you ever did martial arts, you know that before the fight, it's like, there's nerves, man. I remember I'd be at tournaments, and it's like beforehand, I'm jumping around, I'm stretching, I'm like, shadow boxing, or I've learned that term later, now that it's like people call it shadow boxing or whatever, but it's just like, moving, getting in the groove, getting in the vibe. And so before the fight happens, there's a lot of mental chatter and things about the opponent and who's watching, and am I gonna fuck up? Am I gonna get embarrassed? Am I gonna beat him? Fuck, I'm trying to win first place. Like, there's a whole thing going on here. And none of that is really helpful. Really. There's a sense of strategy, right? Knowing your opponent, knowing what you're gonna do. But once the fight begins, I will act now. Go, motherfucker. I'm going in. You are my opponent. You will now face me. You're not coming to me, motherfucker. I'm coming to you. Okay? I will act now. Another perspective you could look at it is that, say, in the game of social dynamics, they say there's a thing called a 3-second rule. If you see somebody you want to approach, you have 3 seconds to go. Because why? Otherwise, again, this, like we were talking about fighting, mental chatter, bullshit. The mind just starts going fucking crazy, starts doing stupid shit. Again, there is strategy. There's, okay, well, if I approach now, they're talking with someone, I'm probably going to be interrupted. It's probably not a good time. Maybe I'll go around here and then talk to these people, develop something here, and then I could go. But the idea is that you're in action all the time. Or even the act of being still. You can choose, I am now going to rest. But the problem is, or rather, the point is that you're not fucking in your head just like talking all this shit. The thing is that you are doing what you said you would do, or you are acting however you said you were going to act. If you said, okay, I'm going to be here for like a few minutes, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do that. If you go through like your schedule of your life, you just have to know what you're going to do and do that thing when it is time. I will act now. Okay? You don't sit in your head forever thinking about when I'm going to do it, as you already know. You already know when it's going to happen. Henceforth, I will remember the lesson of the firefly, who gives of its light only when it is on the wing, only when it is in action. That's really nice. I will remember the lesson of the firefly, who gives of its light only when it is on the wing, only when it is in action. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. Fucking wow, so when fireflies are still, they don't give light. I will become a firefly, and even in the day, my glow will be seen in spite of the sun. My glow will be seen in spite of the sun. Let others be as butterflies, who preen their wings, yet depend on the charity of a flower for life. I will be as the firefly, and my light will brighten the world. Fuck yeah. That's even too small. I like the analogy. I will be as a firefly. I will give light when I'm on my wings. But fuck that, dude. I will be as the sun and give light at all times, no matter what. How about that? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Ogmandino's a beast, man. I love everything he said. But that one, we're going to take that bitch up a notch. I am not just a firefly, motherfucker. I am the sun. I have all of these planets orbiting around me. All of these planets have moons. We are here in this ecosystem, this galaxy, this solar system. There you go. We are part of this system of the sun, and me being the son, literally the son of God, or just being the fucking son, or just being my mother's son. It doesn't fucking matter. I am the son. If you're male, you're here, you are the fucking son. You are the son of somebody. So how about you be the son and give fucking light? All right? Give light to the world that has given you light. Even if the world has given you darkness, I still choose to give light. Why? Because there's nothing else better to do, man. What am I going to do? Hurt the world? Get revenge? Get hurt, like go destroy people? Nah, dude. I will do that in the context with which it makes sense. So me as a lawyer, I'm out for justice. I'm just justice for my clients. And so in that vein, I will attack the darkness with the light. I will destroy the opponent. But in my life, I'm a giver of light, man. I am a firefly, but I am the fucking sun. I think I think of this like a Pokemon. Like firefly would be the first type, right? And then the next one would be like a phoenix. You know how the phoenix is like fire, right? That would be like the evolution. And then the next evolution of that would be the sun, who is giving light all of the time for fucking millions and millions and millions of years. Okay? I will be as the sun, and I will give of it, who gives of its light. I will act now. I will not avoid the tasks of today and charge them to tomorrow, for I know that tomorrow never comes. Damn, this is some deep esoteric shit. Tomorrow never comes. Let's just break that down. I will not avoid the tasks of today and charge them to tomorrow, for I know that tomorrow never comes. If you understand what that means that you are always in the present. Even now, as you think about the past, you are in the present. Even now, as you think about your vision of the future, you are in the present. There is no other time. No time exists. Time is an illusion that we created for ourselves. We are living in this illusion, but realize that's what it is. You are in the present at all moments. And so I will not leave things for tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. Let me act now. Even though my actions may not bring happiness or success, for it is better to act and fail than to not act and flounder. It is better to act and fail than to not act and flounder. That is where people get fucked up. That is paralysis. That's when you can't move. That's when you don't know what to do, when you can't make a decision. Motherfucker, just pick something and go. Like whatever the intuition, do your study, right? And then at the end, choose what the fuck you want to do. But then go do that thing. Even if it's not the 100% correct thing, it is better that you do that than to do nothing at all. You are not a person who does nothing. You don't just fucking sit around. You're not fucking lazy. We're here to get shit done. We're here to create. We're here to create your fucking life, dude. Create this thing that you're doing. Do it. It is better to act and fail than to not act and flounder. Happiness and truth may not be the fruit plucked by my action, yet without action, all fruit will die on the vine. If you never do it, you're never going to get it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. I will act now. I will act now. I will act now. I will act now. Henceforth, I will repeat these words again and again and again, each hour, every day, until the words become as much a habit as my breathing, and the actions which follow become as instinctive as the blinking of my eyelids. Hell yeah. I highlighted that part. I will act now. Henceforth, I will repeat these words again and again and again, each hour, each day, every day, until the words become as much a habit as my breathing. I will act now. That is a habit as instinctual as breathing, as the blinking of my eyelids. I will act now. With these words, I can condition my mind to perform every act necessary for my success. With these words, I can condition my mind to meet every challenge which the failure avoids. See, the failure avoids their challenges. Why? By not facing them. You may think by not facing the challenge you have not failed, but by not facing the challenge, that is a failure. You have to move, you have to act, you have to go into that thing that makes you uncomfortable, but that is necessary for your growth. I will act now. I will repeat these words again and again and again. When I awake, I will say them and leap from my cot while the failure sleeps yet another hour. I will act now. When I enter the marketplace, I will say them and immediately confront my first prospect while the failure ponders yet his possibility of rebuff. I will act now. When I face a closed door, I will say them and knock while the failure waits outside with fear and trepidation. I will act now. When I face temptation, I will say them and immediately act to remove myself from evil. I will act now. When I am tempted to quit and begin again tomorrow, I will say them and immediately act to consummate another sale. I will act now. Only action determines my value in the marketplace. And to multiply my value, I will multiply my actions. I will walk where the failure fears to walk. I will work when the failure seeks rest. I will talk when the failure remains silent. I will call on 10 who can buy my goods, while the failure makes grand plans to call on one. See, the person who's sitting there thinking, just sitting there and thinking, they're going to maybe do the one. While you're acting, you've already gone through 10. I will say it is done before the failure says it is too late. I will act now. You notice that in that sentence is the word now, is the present. I will act now. It's not I will act later. I will act later. Da, 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 da. I will act later. No, I will act now. For now is all I have. Truth. Tomorrow is the day reserved for the labor of the lazy. I am not lazy. Tomorrow is the day when the evil becomes good. I am not evil. Tomorrow is the day when the weak become strong. I am not weak. Tomorrow is the day when the failure will succeed. I'm not a failure. I will act now. When the lion is hungry, he eats. When the eagle has thirst, he drinks. Lest they act, both will perish. Again, in the moment, your body, your mind, you already know what it is that you need to be doing in the moment. When the lion is hungry, he eats. He doesn't think about, I need to eat. Maybe I'll go try to eat sometime, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'll do this instead. Maybe I'll no, motherfucker, I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to find food. When the eagle has thirst, he drinks. He doesn't think about, I'm going to drink. He thinks the idea comes and he goes with it. That is the thing that the animals have with us. And that is the thing why I use the term wolf pack. Like this thing comes from a primal instinctual place. It is, you tap into the animal throughout this process, throughout this being, this existence. The body is itself an animal. It needs to fucking shit. It needs to sleep. It needs to fuck. It needs a lot of stupid shit. Well, it's not stupid. It's necessary. But you cannot deny the animal what it is. In the Matrix, they said to deny our own impulses is to deny that which makes us human. And I like that a lot. I think that's very true. We can't only always be the enlightened fucking being above everything. It's like, no, you are a man. You are a human. You have to face what humans face. Okay? You're not here to just frolic through the beautiful flowers 100% of the time. And then realize that in that animal, in that beast, there is so much power. The wolf is a powerful animal. The wolf in a pack is a much powerful organism that creates a lot more. When the lion is hungry, he eats. When the eagle has thirst, he drinks. Lest they act, both will perish. I hunger for success. Nice. I thirst for happiness and peace of mind. Yeah. Lest I act, I will perish in a life of failure, misery, and sleepless nights. I will command, and I will obey my own command. I will act now. Success will not wait. If I delay, she will become betrothed to another and lost to me forever. Success will not wait. If I delay, she will become betrothed to another and lost to me forever. What does betrothed mean? Does that mean like married? That's a nice analogy. She will become betrothed. I think that's what that means. Betrothed. Enter into a formal agreement to marry. Oh shit, so this is like a contract? So it's not even marrying, it's not even marriage. It's like to get into the agreement that you will marry. That must be some like old, 1200 time shit. The change in the second syllable was to associate with betrothed. The person to whom one is engaged. How long have you known your betrothed? Wow. Okay, so if we think of success as a woman, she will not wait. If I delay, she will become betrothed to another. She's gonna go to someone else, dude. That's why what? You act now. I will act now. This is the time. This is the place. I am the man. I will act now. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. So that was the 9th scroll. And it began, all of my dreams are worthless. My plans are dust. My goals are impossible. All are of no value unless they are followed by action. I will act now. Hell yeah, man. As I look through my life, the only times I've really felt like regret have been whenever I didn't do something out of fear. I would think that's the same for everybody. Actually, no, I'm sure there's a lot of people who did something that they really, really fucking regret. For me, it's really not that. I feel like I've always had the intelligence to not do stupid shit. But there have been moments where I didn't have the courage to act on what I knew I should do. And I like that one is much worse for me, because I think even in the things that I later like, oh, that was kind of dumb. Oh, that was kind of stupid. Or like, I didn't do that well. Even in that, I learned, man. Like say, I'm gonna give an example. An example would probably be like, getting in a relationship with somebody who I knew was kind of like shady or, sneaky or whatever, but I liked them, right? And so I still, did it. Even that, like I learned a lot from that. I learned how to better read people. I learned how to follow my instincts to realize, okay, well, I was correct in that assessment of that person. I was correct because they did exactly what the fuck I thought they would do, despite my knowledge of that. So whenever I got into, say, that relationship, I still learned so much about me. And like, what does that say about me if I'm not, following my own intuition and allowing this bullshit to happen? Like, no, like even through all of that, I learned, right? And so I actually don't regret that. But then there's the flip side of that. Then the flip side is, well, I knew I should have done this and I didn't fucking do it. That is the one that stings, dude. That is the one that hurts. That was like, fuck, man. It was there. It could have been done. Like it's like they were saying, it is better to act and fail than it is to not act and flounder. What does flounder mean? Flounder means to like flop, like fail, like fuck up. Well, no, let's be accurate. Because I think flounder, I think is flounder. Flounder is a fish. I knew it was a fucking fish. Okay, but it's also a verb. Struggle or stagger helplessly. Yeah, because like a fish, like it like flops around. You're floundering. Struggle or stagger helplessly or clumsily in water or mud. It is better to act and fail than to not act and flounder. I forgot who said this, but it's like, you want to fail falling forward. You don't want to fail falling backwards. As in, if you fail, it's because you tried something and it didn't work out. That is much better than not fucking trying the thing. Like, for example, I don't know, what is something that comes to mind? Like, dude, even like whenever I started DJing, that shit was funny, man. I started DJing because in college, I went to parties and I hated the music. I was like, yo, man, this music fucking sucks. This is lame. I don't want to be here. This music is whack. I could pick better fucking songs right now. And so I became the person who picked the fucking songs for the party, but like legit. I downloaded this free music program to learn how to like mix songs. So literally I would do like whole parties, like hour sessions, all of off of my laptop, like no equipment, like literally just a fucking aux cable with the program running here. And then I tagged tagged different buttons to do different things. Like the J is play, K is like the loop, L is like the next song, the B is like the fucking air horn, S is like it, like I did it all, and I was doing it all by laptop. I had all this little program. And like then I graduated, and then I started going towards actual equipment. And I had these decks. And then my deck is very simple. Yeah, I still have it. It's in the fucking garage. I've only bought one pair of decks ever. And I use that to learn how to fucking DJ. But now I had equipment, so now it's like a step up. Then I started getting into clubs and like performing at clubs. And they have their own equipment. They have their own fucking thing. And this thing is called a CDJ. And this is like some expensive shit. It's like $4,000, I think, to get. And it only works with a USB. So like it doesn't connect, it can connect to the computer, but like the professionals, all they do is they bring their USB, they plug it in, and the whole thing is already set up to the club. And I had never knew how to use that thing. And I had a gig where that was the equipment. And so what happened was, all I had was my fucking USB. I had never used this thing. I mean, I know how to DJ. I have my own decks, and so there's a lot that's analogous or whatever. Like there's the play button, there's the you match up the beats, you make sure they line up, you choose the songs, like that stuff is simple. But the actual mechanics of this particular machine, I didn't know. But what the fuck was I gonna do? I wasn't gonna not fucking play. I was like, okay, let's figure this shit out. Plug the shit in, press play. All right, cool. Bro, there were like 4 or 5 times throughout that set where I did not know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, dude, the shit won't play. Like the loop's not working. Fuck. What do I do? And so there were probably like 2 or 3 times where like I legit just, the transition was awful. It was just like they were not lined up at all. And there's one thing that I've always had is good music taste. Now, as far as the mechanics of transitioning from song to song, I didn't always have that. And in that first gig, it did not like go well. Luckily, nobody fucking cared. They just like the music, right? They just like the music that's playing. And now I go out and now I'm critical, right? Of every fucking DJ. But I say all of that to say this. I did not know exactly what the fuck was going to happen. I didn't know how I was going to work out. Imagine if I got like booed or something, or like that would have been awful. But you know what? I did fine, man. I got through it. It was okay. Nobody really fucking cared that much. Now, you can translate this to other areas in your life. Like, okay, you go and you approach a girl at a bar. She like says ill and turns around and doesn't talk to you. Who the fuck cares, dude? Okay, this one thing happened to you once in your life. Who the fuck cares, man? And you know what? It was better that you did that and had the courage to, hey, how about go fucking talk to somebody? Maybe she could have been your fucking girlfriend in the future. But you, by not acting, by not acting now, by being in your fucking head, you didn't approach, and then nothing happened. I think of that of like fucking people in my life now, like people that I'm in communication with, that I love, that I cherish, that are my friends, that like, what if I had just never spoken with them? Then I would not have these beautiful relationships that I have. I would have not have had any of my relationships that I have. Imagine it being like scared to text somebody. I've been there. Why? Because you think they're gonna think something weird about you. Dude, who fucking cares? Do it. I will act now. Motherfucker, I will act now. You know what? As I'm saying that right now, somebody came to mind who I've been wanting to text and I haven't. So how about I will act now? Perfect. Oh man, I just acted. Hell yeah. Oh, my heart's a little like. All right, you practice what you preach. I am demonstrating now. The mental chatter was there, but I chose to move forward, move through it. This fucking thing, man, is not closing. So, what is today's lesson? You are not to allow your mind to stop you from doing something that you know you should do. Plain and simple. Your mind, Alan Watts says this, the mind is a great servant, but a horrible master. It's always looking to solve problems for you. And therefore, that is why it's a good servant. It can solve your problems. However, if it becomes your master, it goes and it finds fucking problems when there are no problems and then tries to fucking solve them. So you have to realize when you are stuck in this little loop of creating problems for yourself or living in the mind. That's not what we do. You choose what it is that it's going to be, and then you live that. And then as you are experiencing that, problems will arise that you will allow your mind to then solve, to get to forward you, get you more forward into that direction, into that journey. Okay? But you will not just allow this thing to go fucking crazy and destroy you and talk shit. That's why you get practices of meditation. That's why you have reading of books like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, or Michael Singer's Untethered Soul, and The Surrender Experiment. The mind is a good servant. It is not a good master. Do not allow your mind to run your fucking life. You run this shit. I run this life. As things happen, then I will allow the mind to fix my problems. If it even needs fixing. More likely than not, it does not need fucking fixing. You need a little bit of strategy. You need a little bit of research, some study, and then the rest is fucking action. Go, 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 go. Go. I will act now. I'm not here to just listen to my mind talk bullshit. I'm here to create this fucking life and do what it is that I need to do to live the way that I want to live. I will act now. See, as I'm saying it, it's more and more getting ingrained. And that's why with this book, what it has you do is you read all the scrolls. So that scroll I read for 30 days, 3 times a day, in the morning and afternoon, and at night I said it out loud. Honestly, thinking now, what I think a better method would be to read it 3 times a day. I think that is much stronger because abracadabra, as you create what you speak, as I say the words, it is more powerful because it is accompanied by a vibration. So if you have like any mantras, any things that you like to say to yourself, like, I will never give up, like, keep pushing. Saying the words out loud adds another dimension. It's another level of experience than thinking. Thinking is a certain electricity, energy happening in your mind. And then saying it is now auditory, ears, and it is motor. The mouth is moving, motion. So how about you say it as much as you can, whatever it is that you're trying to do. I will act now. I create as I speak. All right. We got a few minutes left. Let me think if there's anything else in particular that I want to talk about. I really enjoy, sharing these books that I read, because they've done a lot for me, and I think they could do a lot for others. Wow. This one's gonna have to be for another time. This one is way too long. Oh, great. Okay. So this is the Greatest Salesman was what we were just reading from. This next book is called, oh fuck, it's called The Prophet. I bought this book while I was at Harvard. I was a junior. I walked down the street and I found a little bookstore. And I've heard of this this poet from the book, from the anime, or not anime, the show called The Boondocks. It's these two little black kids and their grandfather, and the one kid's like a rebel Black Panther type, like philosopher, and the other kid is like a gangster. And so it's a really cool dynamic. And then the dad is like an old man, and he's just, all he wants is like to get bitches and to get money. So it's a fun little dynamic. And the kid who's the rebel, the poet, the Black Panther, he reads a poem, or he speaks a poem at a funeral, and that the poem just hit me so well, so hard, that I remembered the name, and then I found this book and I realized that that's what the fuck this was. It was where that poem came from, and then it led into this whole thing about what this book is about. But anyways, The Greatest Salesman was where the last one came from. Now we're gonna end with the Prophet. Mustafa. The Prophet Mustafa is gonna tell us about buying and selling. And the merchant said, "Speak to us of buying and selling." To you, the earth yields her fruit, and you shall not want if you but know how to fill your hands. Ask and you shall receive. The earth yields her fruit. Just know how to get it. It's there for you. I will act now. It is in exchanging the gifts of the earth that you shall find abundance and be satisfied. Yes. Yet unless the exchange be in love and kindly justice, it will but lead some to greed and others to hunger. You get everything you want by exchange, by giving and receiving. That's how you get everything. But you have to do it in love, or else, and you have to do it with love and with justice, or else it will lead you to greed or hunger, having too much or having too little. So as you exchange with the world, do it with love, but also do it with justice. When in the marketplace, you toilers of the sea and fields and vineyards, meet the weavers and the potters and the gatherers of spices. Invoke then the master spirit of the earth to come into your midst and sanctify the scales and the reckoning that weighs value against value. Understand the worth of the thing that you are giving and the worth of the thing that you are receiving. Make them equal. And suffer not the barren-handed to take part in your transactions, who would sell their words for your labor. To such men you should say, "Come with us to the field, or go with our brother to the sea and cast your net, for the land and the sea shall be bountiful to you, even as to us." So the person who is not willing to put in the effort to get that thing is not worthy of that thing. You, if you want success, but you're not willing to work towards success, then you're not worthy of success, and it doesn't belong to you. Go to the sea, cast your net. Go to the field, plant your crops. And if there come the singers and the dancers and the flute players, buy of their gifts also. Fuck yeah. For they too are gatherers of fruit and frankincense, and that which they bring though fashioned of dreams, is raiment and food for your soul. Oh shit, come on, dude. Fuck. The flute and the dancers, they are also feeding you, but they're feeding your heart, they're feeding your soul. That's what music does for me, absolutely, is it feeds my fucking soul. So I'll pay the fucking money for the ticket to go see the person. Just like I will pay to get the food and the nourishment. Just like people pay me when they need their legal services, when they need somebody to fucking defend them. I am feeding, I am being fed. And before you leave the marketplace, see that no one has gone his way with empty hands. For the master spirit of the earth shall not sleep peacefully upon the wind, till the needs of the least of you are satisfied. So when you see those that don't have, give to them too. The master spirit of the earth shall not sleep peacefully, till the needs of the least of you are satisfied. All right, guys, thank you very much. That was fucking awesome. I had a great time.